Hi friends. I just finished 10 miles. Feels so good. And I went off my trail because I happen to know there's a waterfall here. I want to show you these. These are yellow ginger. And they're amazing. And this whole side trail is just full of them. See up there too? One time I was camping and there was all this yellow ginger around me. So I had the great idea that I would cut off a yellow ginger branch, the top, and bring it inside my tent. It smells like yellow ginger. Ooh, look at this. This is a huge avocado shell. There's avocado in here too. So I wanted my tent to smell like like ginger. I thought, wow, that'll be amazing. So I hung it, I put it next to me and proceeded to try and fall asleep. Well, little did I know, ants love ginger plants. And they love me, I guess, because it's a hot day. Because within about half an hour, I was covered with ants. Yeah, it was horrible. It was dark. I had a hard time cleaning them out so I could fall asleep. Okay, I'm down. I'm down all the way from my trail. Anyhow, moral to that story is if you want to put flowers, wild flowers in your tent, rinse them off in a stream first. Get all the bugs off. Then bring it into your tent. Look at this. I'm on my way to... Isn't it amazing? It's just this massive wall off the side of the trail. I come down the side of the trail and then I can come through here. And it's so beautiful. And look down here in the mud. Look down here in the mud. Look at all of these little teeny tiny blossoms. I love it. My trail is strewn with flowers where'er I go. Oh. Anyway, let's go up to this wall. It's just covered in moss. It's just covered in this soft little moss. And over here, the water's, look at these roots coming down from the trees on top of the wall. And the water's just dripping through them. It's so sweet. Look at the water just dripping on the ends of the root, the ends of the moss on the root. I'm in a fairyland. Or, as I like to tell my children, we live in Rivendell, because I'm kind of a... Hi, Jennifer. I'm a total Lord of the Rings fan. Not so much of the movies, but of the books. I love them. I think they are a wonderful metaphor for humanity. Anyhow, I tell my children when we get to places like this that we are in Rivendell. Here's the bottom part of the falls I'm going to take you to. Isn't it sweet? And at this point, I'm just going to get in the water at this point because I'm going to get wet. Anyway, all right. I love this. Here it is. This is the bottom part of the falls. And then up above, way up there, I don't know if you can see, at the point of my finger is the top of the falls. Now this waterfall, so many people run this trail, hike this trail, and they hear the stream, they hear the water, but they don't know there's a waterfall here. Friends, whenever you hear a stream, follow it. It will lead you to a great mystery. Okay, there's better. Can you see up there? That's where we're going. We're going right up there. So like for reals, I was on this trail and I was taking a group of friends. This is pre-COVID. Oh, and over here on our way back is a tunnel. I will take you to this tunnel. It's a great tunnel. It's long and it's dark, and I want to like partially bury a Halloween skeleton in the back of it. What do you think about that? And then when people go in the back of the tunnel, because like when you get to the back of the tunnel, hi Miranda, when you get to the back of the tunnel, back in here, it's like you got up your courage, you worked so hard to get to the back of this dark, mysterious tunnel, and you want something to be there. You want something to be there. You want a treasure or a geo box. You know, I guess that would be the most realistic thing. But for Halloween, I want to bury like a skeleton that's like partially sticking out. Wouldn't that be fun to find? If you got up your courage and go to the back of that tunnel and you see a partially buried, going up this side here, partially buried skeleton. I think that would be fun for November or October or whatever. Hi Lola, oh my gosh, it's one of my cousins, like my great aunt cousins. Aloha from Hawaii. I haven't seen Lola since I was, oh my gosh, it's probably been like, I think I met you saying national anthem in your kitchen. I don't remember why. Okay, oh my gosh, people. We're up here. Oh, look at this tree. I just love everything about this place. Okay, so we're up. I'm a bit out of breath. I ran my 10 miles and then I wanted to come off the side of the trail here because people don't believe me there's a waterfall here. Like literally, I tell people while I'm running, hey, are you gonna go to the falls? And they say, what waterfall? And I even had one guy one time tell me, there is no waterfall here, ma'am. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's just more waterfall for me. Anyhow, here we are. We are here, friends. And here's the bottom of it. This is where we were down at the bottom down there a few minutes ago. And we climbed up here. And then we walked over here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get closer. This waterfall is about, I don't know, 30 feet. Oh, isn't it a piece of heaven? So, I have one rule about waterfalls. A rule. I don't believe in a lot of rules, but there is one rule I believe in, and that is you must get in a waterfall. Hi Adam. Oh my gosh, it's my cousin. Hi Adam. I just ran 10 miles in the mountains. Oh, and I'm going into this waterfall that's like right off my trail. Oh my gosh. Cold. It's cold, but it's wonderful. Okay. I love it. It's like the best way. It's the best way to end a run. And a cheeseburger, and an avocado cheeseburger, and a chocolate milkshake. Like, that's my favorite way to end a run. In a waterfall with a cheeseburger. Well, the cheeseburger would be like after. Okay, come on, people. We got it. waterfall. I'm supposed to be able to submerge it, but I'm too, oh my what? Hi. Bye-bye. But I'm afraid to try and submerge it. Like, you know, what if something goes wrong, you know? You lose a $600 phone. I don't want to lose a $600 phone. Oh, friends. I'm not going to get a cheeseburger because I already have a cheeseburger like on my body that I would like to go away. Talk to you. Look, this is incredible. I'm in this little pool here. This is so good. So good for my knees. You can see the waterfall behind me. Oh. You know, there's something just so magical about being out in the open and I just love to run and run and run until I don't really realize I'm running, and at that point I just feel like I'm moving and I feel clear and free. You know, it's interesting to be a woman because like people don't expect you to be, you know, outside and muddy and sweaty and adventuring around on your own. And you know, I guess I'm just really grateful that I was raised, you know, it's just how I was raised. I was raised by a hunter. My dad, you know, and he took me out into the great outdoors as soon as I could walk. And it's amazing. Like, I mean, when I was in high school and I wanted to go to the prom, he was like, no, you're going moose hunting with me. I'm like, Dad, moose hunting? Moose hunting. I want to go to the prom. He said, no, you're going moose hunting. It's better for you. And he was right. I mean, he was right. He was totally right. Skinning a moose was more important than kissing a boy. And that's the truth. I just learned so much being out in the outdoors with my dad. And I think I felt a lot of love, you know? I felt a lot of love from him. I think that's when I think we're drawn to things that we connect with loving and happy experiences, like donuts, okay? I love donuts. I have no self-control when it comes to donuts. I cannot eat a donut. If it's a single donut, I have to have two. If it's a box of donuts, I will eat the box. Unabashedly, I will eat the box of donuts. I will be sick and still eating the box. Why? Well, it might be a little bit of COVID anxiety, but it's also, I believe, because of my mom. Like, we had a paper route when I was in elementary school, and she would take me every morning to help deliver my papers on my paper route, and we ended the route every morning at like 6:30 a.m. at Dunkin' Donuts. She would get an apple fritter, and I would get an old-fashioned glazed, sometimes a cinnamon twist. And so that's why I think I love donuts, and they're such a comfort food to me because of those happy experiences with my mom. And then being outdoors with my dad and just seeing him, being with him and hearing his stories, like, I think that's why I love the outdoors, because of those loving experiences that I had with him. I remember when we were moose hunting, we had to go across this, I'm gonna go back to the waterfall. We had to cross a lake, and we were in this little aluminum canoe, and the wind was blowing. I mean, it was the summer, but it's summer in Alaska. Summer in Alaska is like, it's like 50 degrees. It's still freaking cold. And the wind was blowing, and he had to sit in the back of this aluminum canoe to guide the rudder thing. And he had we had wool on. It was raining. We had really thick wool jackets on, and I was all bundled up, and I was sitting in the front of the canoe with my back to the wind, and my dad was sitting in the back of the canoe with his face to the wind, and he had was this part of his face. He had it all. He was all bundled up, and it was bright pink. It was bright pink because of the rain and the wind just smashing against him. As he drove he guided our canoe across the lake to our camping spot. And I don't know, like I just felt so much love for my dad in that moment, because I knew he was so uncomfortable, you know? Look at that. It's so beautiful here. Look at this moss. And these little rain droplets. So that's why I think I love the outdoors. And I made that connection to being outside and being safe and being loved. Because that's how I feel. That is how I feel when I'm on these trails. I feel safe and I feel loved. And I feel very feminine, even though I'm muddy and sweaty. Oh. Should we go to the tunnel? The tunnel is pretty crazy. All right, I'm gonna get my pack. We're gonna head down. Ugh. I guess this will be a bit of a longer, video today. Oh, I'm chafed. I got chafed by my backpack. But I'm gonna put my pack back on, and we're gonna go down, and I'm gonna show you the tunnel. And all these things are just right here, like in this little valley where everybody, hikes and runs, and I just love it. Okay, here we go. I'll be fast, because I know you guys are watching, and I know you want to see the tunnel. All right, I'm not gonna put my pack on. All right, here we go. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. I love trail running, and I didn't really know about this sport. I didn't know it existed. I've always loved hiking because of all the hiking I did with my dad. Woo! I'm okay. Because of all the hiking that I did with my dad. And I've been out on these trails so much, and I joined a hiking club, and you have to go, it's HTMC, Hawaii Mountain, what is it, a Hawaiian Mountain and Trail Club. They're the best club, because they are like 100, there's the bottom of the fall. They're like 100 years old, and their people know the trails, and they don't take unnecessary risks. So if you go with them, there's always a leader on the trail, and there's always a sweep. And the sweep is the person that's always in the back of the trail, and you just make sure that everybody that goes in comes out. Okay, going under this log. So, okay, we're getting close to the tunnel. So I joined that hiking club. You gotta go on 3 hikes, and then you gotta get, oh, here it is. You gotta get people to sponsor you. And they're the best ones. But on their website, there was this funky little icon. And I was like, what's that? So I clicked on it, and it was trail runners. And then I knew I had found my tribe. They're crazy and wonderful. Okay, here we are. Can you see the tunnel? It's right there. Now there's all these old tunnels back in these hills. Flashlight. Can't turn on flashlight. Oh, okay. Well, I can't. Well, I get points for trying, right? So this is what we're going to do. We'll come back to this tunnel when I have You know what? And maybe we'll bring some Halloween stuff, and we'll put some Halloween scary stuff in the back of the tunnel. So when people So when people get back in here, you know, because you have that desire. You have that desire for something to be there. So I'm going to put something there. I'll be responsible, though. I'll come back and take it out. Look at these beautiful mushrooms. You know, when I'm hiking around, I see these mushrooms. Can you see these mushrooms? Let's see. Oh, I see mushrooms of all sizes and shapes and colors. I saw gray mushrooms that looked like little bells. I was like, oh my gosh, there's fairy bells. Here I am. I'm heading back to my main trail. But I'm going out a different way that I came in, just because it's pretty. So, anyhow, I've seen mushrooms, so orange, which I guess is not so surprising. Gray is not so surprising, but I saw bright pink. If you've been to, where did I see bright pink? Naniuapo Falls. Naniuapo Falls. I saw bright pink. Woo. I'm slipping, and I'm caught on stuff. I saw a Naniuapo Falls. I saw fluorescent pink like my shirt, pink mushrooms, and I thought that was pretty amazing. I've also seen mushrooms that are clear. They almost look like a jellyfish, and those are edible. I don't know what they're called. So here I'm just walking across this little dam. The water comes here and then it goes down, and this is like an old concrete wall. This whole valley used to have all kinds of irrigation and farming, and there's lots and lots of history here. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Ooh. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. I love it. Alright, so I'm going up. This is the main trail. I'm just about there. And we're back! We're back on the main trail! We did it! Hooray! Okay, friends. I'm gonna go home and take a shower and not eat a cheeseburger. I'll have salad. Salad is good, right? Salad is good. I wish you all a wonderful Friday. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.